You're watching KSWO TV, your 7 News station in Lawton and Wichita Falls.
Young man falls at least 20 feet at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. Now emergency crews are working to reach him. It's been a week since the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation turned over its findings on the Comanche County Assessor's Office to the Attorney General's office. Now we know who the AG has assigned to the case. And someone swipes the memorial for a victim of an Altus plane crash. Hear what the family has to say about this extra bit of pain.
And perhaps a couple of strong thunderstorms later on this evening. Full forecast details up next.
This is 7 News. You can count on us.
We have some breaking news to start our newscast this afternoon. A 5-hour rescue has just ended at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. A young man had fallen at least 20 feet around 11 this morning. Emergency crews had been on the scene since then trying to get him some help. Officials say he was seriously injured and had been hanging from the side of a cliff. At least 2 nurses had been on scene providing aid. Tonight at 6, 7 News reporter Sylvia Corco will have more on the all-day rescue, and we hope to have the condition of the victim. That's tonight on 7 News at 6. Thank you, David. Somebody has stolen the memorial set up for the victim of a tragic plane crash in Altus. In November of last year, Zachary Cook was killed when his plane crashed at the Altus airport. His father set up this steel memorial in their yard depicting a black horse with a cowboy kneeling. But earlier this week, sometime between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, the family noticed it was gone. Now they're pleading with whoever took it to bring it back. The family says to them this memorial represents their son, and that having it taken away also takes away the bit of peace that it gave them. If you look around the Cook's house, it doesn't take long to find reminders of their 17-year-old son.
Still think he's going to walk in the door any minute.
Everything from the ZC on the windshield of their car outside to pictures of him inside. But now Zach's mom, Krista Cook, says one of the most important reminders is gone.
It symbolized our son, our God. And it's just sad that someone would actually step in and take it.
Assistant Police Chief Mike Turner says he does not think the thief knows what he or she has.
It's hard to imagine that someone could be cold enough to know that that was a monument to symbolize the victim's child who died in that horrible accident. It's hard to believe that someone could know that and then take it.
Turner says the thief or thieves probably took it for some sort of scrap metal.
I mean, just the fact that it's made out of 1/4-inch steel, it's so large, you could get something out of it.
Krista says because the sculpture was so large and actually bolted into place, someone had to have planned it.
So it may have been looked at several times before they actually came and took it.
But she says no matter how much money the thief or thieves got for it, it doesn't compare to what it was worth to them.
Just any symbolism of love and God gives us a bit of peace every now and then.
And she has this heartfelt request.
If you have it, just please bring it back. Just drop it off. No words will be said. Just drop it off, leave it, and walk away because it means something to us.
The family is offering a $500 reward for the return of the stolen memorial. The Jackson County Crime Stoppers is also offering a reward for the arrest and conviction of whoever took the monument. And coincidentally, this week is the first annual Zachary Cook Fun Run/Walk at the Altus Reservoir. The walk is to benefit scholarships in the Altus area. With Zach's name, for more information, contact Teresa Camarillo at 580-301-0802. It has been a week since the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation turned over its findings on the Comanche County Assessor's Office to the Attorney General's office. This afternoon, we know the AG has assigned the case to District Attorney from Custer County, Dennis Smith. You might remember Comanche County DA Fred Smith sent a letter to the Attorney General disqualifying himself from any involvement, citing his established relationship to Hamilton's office. The OSBI has investigated claims of wrongdoing by Hamilton. She's accused of using county employees to do the work of a paid contract employee. The Custer County DA says he now has the OSBI 600-page report. He'll decide whether any crime has been committed, but estimates it could be a month before that happens. Count on 7 News to keep you updated. A Northeast Oklahoma sheriff is accused of stealing trailers. Pawnee County Sheriff Roger Price faces charges of stealing a trailer and driving 2 vehicles that had been seized in drug arrests. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says Price admitted that he used a seized truck to steal a trailer from a home that once belonged to one of his friends. Price said the friend asked him to pick up the trailer because the person who had it owed him money. But that man said he made no such request. Price was released without bond after his arraignment. And get this, his office says Price is still sheriff. A Tulsa man tells police someone stole his truck with his 6-year-old daughter still in it. But it turns out he only said that so police would find his truck faster. Michael Hankins was arrested for filing a false police report. No Amber Alert was issued, but police say about half the officers on duty in the area responded in search for the girl. As far as the missing pickup, it hasn't been found. It seems Oklahoma drivers may be getting safer. So far this year, the number of traffic accident fatalities in the state continues to fall below last year. The State Department of Public Safety reported that as of yesterday, 281 people have died in auto accidents this year, a significant drop from the 392 killed last year as of the same date. Low-performing schools will soon get an extra boost. Oklahoma is getting nearly $37 million to improve 10 of those schools. The State Education Department says the federal grants will be used over 3 years. The schools were required to adopt one of 4 model plans to get the funding. Those are turnaround, restart, closure, or transformation. Most of the schools chose the transformation model, which requires replacing the principal reforming curriculum and increasing learning time.
Coming up on 7 News.
Good news from the Gulf. The oil leak stops during a cap test. It's the first time no crude is spewing into the waters in months. Plus, challenges to the Arizona immigration law officially begin.
We just don't have the time and the resources to be dealing with immigration law.
Today, a federal judge began hearing arguments against the controversial law.
Forecasting in Garret, you have those plans to go out to the lake, right? Or do you have
I'm
to work?
going. I'm going.
I was wondering if you had to work, but maybe just do a story out at the lake this weekend. It's going to be hot temperatures close to 100 degrees. And don't forget, we're live in Indiahoma tomorrow with Baxley's Backyard Barbecue. I'll bring you some back, though, tomorrow as well.
All right, bring me some back.
I will.
Thank you, David.
Okay.
Just ahead, it wasn't easy, but they managed to pull it off. The Senate passes a sweeping overhaul of the nation's financial regulations. How many votes it took to pass.